Hey guys, Angry Beast here bringing you some domination gameplay on the map Skid Row using the AUG HBAR LMG. And in this video, I want to talk about effective LMG usage. Now, LMGs are one of those things that are very underused in Call of Duty as a whole, simply for the fact that you move slow with them. And I find that that's a reason that's sorely misregarded. I mean, you find more people running riot shields in Modern Warfare 2 than you do light machine guns. And that's a bad thing. I mean, light machine guns have a lot of things that make them very powerful weapon class. First of which is their large capacity. I know the AUG HBAR is somewhere on the fence there, simply because it is a mix between an assault rifle and an LMG. It has a 42 round magazine, but that's still bigger than any other assault rifle in the game. So I feel like that here alone gives it a really good advantage. Another reasons why the people don't like LMGs is their long reload times. Well, the AUG HBAR fixes that as well, but sadly, this gun doesn't get used much. It does a constant 40 damage at all ranges, and even with stopping power, this is a two-hit kill no matter where you hit the guy at any range. So that in itself is a very powerful thing. My kill streaks in this game are the UAV, the Predator missile, and the Harrier. I built up my Harrier twice in this game. Unfortunately, though, my team does lose. One thing that people are misconceived about is how LMGs should be used. In my opinion, LMGs are not the offensive push up in their face, kill type of weapon. No, the support, you sit back, you pick off the people who are trying to attack the flags, and just play it a little bit safer. Because you run so slow, there's no reason to hop on the flag. You do that and you're just dead meat. I mean, there's no two ways around it. You try and rush the flags, you're going to die. And that's just how it works. You're supposed to sit back and let your teammates kill other people while you sit back and pick them off. Unfortunately, people don't like this style of gameplay on YouTube, but I over the course of playing with this gun for about an hour, I got 3 or 4 really good gameplays showing how the LMG should be used. And that, watch what I'm doing right here. I think I get like a triple kill coming up here with this. And it just shows that the LMGs are meant to be used from a defensive position and not to be running at the flag just trying your best to kill everybody. Now, one thing I will caution against is sitting in a corner waiting for them to come to you. That's not what the LMGs are meant for. The LMGs are best for sitting back in a position like this where you're close to the flag. Oh yeah, I get a triple kill I think there. You sit back in a position close to the flag where you can protect it. I move around there because I run out of ammo, but if you can sit in a position where you can protect the flag, then you have a serious advantage over all the enemy players with the LMG. You have a 2-hit kill at all ranges. With this gun, you have minimal recoil, and this is without any attachments, by the way. With the grip, this thing is like an ACR with a 42 round mag and 40 damage across all ranges. It's insanely good. Unfortunately, you don't see these weapons used much. And the reason that is, it will be shown later on in this video, because the effective way to play them is not a very fun style of play. A lot of people will consider what I do in this game, even though it's not camping. I mean, right here, I've been called a camper for doing stuff like this. Moving behind a dumpster, playing it strategically, and that's how the LMGs are meant to be used. They're not, like I said, they're not the weapon you want to run in and try to capture the flags with. That's what the submachine guns are for. They're not the weapons you want to try and play aggressive and kill people with. That's what the assault rifles are for. They play sort of a mix between the two. They act as an offensive weapon most of the time. I mean, this gun in and of itself is an exception. It is exceptionally good from the hip. It's comparable to the Scar H with a 20 round mag, in my opinion. But in the fact that it has one of the best features of the assault rifles, and it has really fast aim down sight time without sleight of hand, and it has a good magazine, and it has super high penetration. I think that's the #1 thing that people underestimate with the light machine guns, is the power of the increased penetration. I don't know how often I use it, but I don't think I would have gotten that triple kill if I didn't have the increased LMG penetration. That's just how this map works. I mean, if you can shoot through those little boxes on the second story, you have an advantage in almost every single gunfight you enter with this weapon. I'll show it later in this game. You can even shoot through sandbags with this weapon. The LMGs are the only weapon in Call of Duty that can shoot through sandbags. Snipers can't even do that. And it's for a good reason. Because you can shoot through sandbags with it, that opens up a whole different series of opportunities for which you can use the light machine guns for. Pretty soon, I think I move to the right-hand side of the map, and I'll be using a pretty good spot right here. Yeah, I can get RPG'd out of there, but this spot right here, no, not here. In a couple seconds after I kill the sniper up there, I'll move to a spot that is absolutely ridiculous if playing defensive. I've never seen this spot used in any YouTube gameplay by anyone ever. This spot right here. No, not this one. Wait for me to reload, turn to the right. I think I tested out right here. You cannot shoot through this piece of glass right here, but you have perfect vision through it. This piece of glass right there is absolutely overpowered, in my opinion. But it's good when you're playing as an LMG because you need every single advantage you can get. You need to play defensive with it. See, I try to shoot the guy through the glass. The glass is just completely bulletproof. Even with FMJ, there's no way you can shoot through it. So you can find them, you can pop back out through the little crack in the left, and you can kill them really fast. And I use this for quite a long time. I built up a second kill streak in this game. But unfortunately, at this point, my teammates have lost C, and when you start to lose C, it ends up just being you're going to end up being spawn trapped back here simply because this map is extremely unbalanced. Now I see a lot of people like to sit on that second story, and that's why I'm staying here because everybody seems to like that second story for whatever reason, and I just feel like if I can sit here and pick them off as they jump off the second story, then I'm giving my team a serious help here. I mean, they're not going to get destroyed if they try to run up the right hand side of the map, but you know, what can you really do? I mean, when you're a light machine gunner, I can't really just run up there and be Rambo and just kill everybody. I think that's the mistake a lot of people make. They try to pull out a gun like the M60 and try to run around like Rambo and just see how many people they can kill. When in all reality, what they should be doing is sitting back supporting their teammates. Although my teammates in this game really don't deserve to be supported. This is some ground war, and generally in ground war, you run into noob tubers, and this is one of the spots in this game, one of the few spots that's impossible to get a noob tube on. No matter where they are in this map, they can't get a noob tube here. They try and shoot the window in front of me with a noob tube, it hits the window and does no damage. They can't shoot it through the crack to right here because there's quite a big space behind me where it'll just hit and won't end up killing me. So this spot is extremely good if you're trying to play defensive, and I'd recommend it every time. Now, as far as attachments on light machine guns go, it really is weapon dependent. It's not like an assault rifle where you say, oh yeah, strap on a red dot sight, that'll help it every time. When in reality, that's not the case. I believe the MG4 has misaligned a red dot sight, and only the ACOG and thermal are aligned on that, which really sucks. I mean, that gives the MG4 very little place, considering that the M240, which is also a very beast of a weapon that's similar and has basically a high rate of fire and exact same damage. So I get a kill with my Harrier while I'm flashed. I thought that was a gun kill for a second, but as far as kill streaks go with the light machine guns, you definitely want to run some of the higher ones, especially if you're playing defensive. Because when you're playing defensive, you have a higher chance of building up your kill streaks. I'd actually honestly recommend running something like a Harrier Pavlo AC-130, or on this map I would actually recommend the Chopper Gunner, simply because the AC-130 just isn't too effective in my hands. But yeah, on this map I definitely wouldn't recommend the AC-130, simply because there's just too many windows that you really can't hit with the AC-130 effectively. But unfortunately, I don't have any kill streak unlocks left. I'm at level 30 something, and I'm just stuck with what I got till I get to level 35 or so. And one of the guns I really want to unlock is the M93 Rafika. I have a gameplay where I picked one of those up off the ground. I basically went on a 10 kill streak with it. That'll probably upload in a couple weeks or something, but that was one of my favorite secondary weapons. And in this game, I am using the G18. One of the important things when you're using a light machine gun is your secondary weapon. A lot of people will say you want to use a launcher with the LMGs, and that's a good idea in theory. The problem is when you're using a lower capacity LMG, you are going to run out of ammo eventually. Like for the higher capacity light machine guns, if I was using the RPD or the L86, it wouldn't be too big of a deal if I ran a launcher, simply because I can be confident I'm not running out of ammo. But when I'm using a gun like the AUG HBAR, which really has a low ammo capacity for light machine guns, then you want to be careful, and you want to make sure you conserve your ammunition at the same time as getting kills. Oh yeah, I pick up that M93 I was talking about, but unfortunately this isn't the gameplay I was talking about. It was the game before this that I won a kill streak with the M93. But yeah, if you could use the light machine guns to your advantage in that they have a high ammo capacity, then you can really leverage a lower capacity secondary weapon. The M93 Rafika is a very excellent choice, simply because it has a lower ammo capacity than all the other machine pistols except for the TMP, and it has the high rate of fire and the good damage to make up for it. So you could really leverage a different secondary weapon. Even the pistols are useful. Unfortunately, I get tubed to death streak there, but there isn't too much you can do about that. But yeah, you can really leverage your secondary weapon when using a light machine gun. If you can have a long-range secondary weapon to complement your long-range firepower with a light machine gun, you'll be in good business. One of the things you want to avoid with the light machine gun is close quarters combat. You know, I've been saying to pick up a defensive position near the flags, but it doesn't mean you rush the flags gung-ho and just try and find a defensive position really close to the flag. No, this is even too close for a light machine gun. You don't want to be that close. You want to generally be about the distance I was earlier up in that hallway, because the light machine guns really shine at long range. The assault rifles shine at middle range, and the submachine guns shine at short range. but the light machine guns have the edge in almost every single gunfight you'll get into at a medium to long range. Unfortunately, I get noob-tubed again. That's one of the things I don't like about this game, is that when you die, it can end up being just a chain reaction of death after death after death. I get really lucky here. This guy was oblivious, but unfortunately I get gunned down by a Harrier. But this gameplay is winding down. It's being something like a 43-10 with the AUG HBAR. And, you know, as far as attachments goes, starting on this earlier, then I get sidetracked. Personally, on the AUG, I like to run the red dot sight or the grip. The grip can really help at longer ranges, but the red dot sight, in my opinion, is superior for medium to short ranges, simply because it gives you that extra target acquisition, which can really help you. But the iron sights on the AUG are clean, so if I honestly had it unlocked, I'd probably go with extended mags attachment, simply because it only has a 42 round capacity, and that's really low for a light machine gun in this game. But anyways, guys, this gameplay is winding down. Like I said, it's a 43-10 with the AUG HBAR. Unfortunately, we lose the game, but there isn't too much I could do. I'm Angry Beast, and I'm signing out, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.